Whoa. Incubation at Bungie is focused on developing inclusive worlds, which take time and team members with diverse backgrounds. So we're actively hiring in fully remote roles. We're committed to a digital first future without a return to office mandate. We're hiring for something new. One of our favorite incubation projects is a team-based action game inspired by several genres in a brand new science fantasy universe. It draws inspiration from fighting games, platforms, MOBAs, life sims, and frog-type games, wrapped up in a lighthearted comedic world. The team's designing for depth, mastery, and Bungie's signature action feel, as well as friendly, inclusive community. We are actively hiring for this project and other small project teams. So if you want to build a new type of Bungie game, join us. Frog-type games? What? What does that even mean? The only frog game I remember playing as a kid was Frogger. What do y'all think, guys? What do y'all think they're making? And by the way, it's all remote. So they're letting this team work completely remote, which is pretty crazy. Bungie's working on a MOBA-esque game codenamed Gummy Bears. What? Okay, we got an article right here. Wow. All right, hold on. Let me put me down. Is this matter? Hold on. Let's just read before we get too ahead. Sources: Bungie is working on a MOBA-esque game codenamed Gummy Bears. Bungie, the developer behind the popular looter shooter Destiny and recently revealed Marathon, is working on its third game, codenamed Gummy Bears. Sources have told the Game Post. According to multiple sources with knowledge of Bungie's plans, Gummy Bears is the new game from the Destiny developer that incorporates many elements from the mobile game genre, massive online battle arena, so things like League of Legends, featuring a competitive PvP team versus team experience. Now, it's clear that the ex-Halo developer is branching out from its classic first-person shooters like Marathon, Halo, and Destiny to other genres. Now, one source tells us that the game features very colorful and cute characters. Another person the Game Post spoke to suggested that the in-game characters with an almost neon-like appearance. Now, it's understood that the game is still in the early stages of development, so it might be a bit of a wait before we get any official news or announcements for this title. Compared to other older Bungie titles, this game will definitely be something completely different and a new territory for Bungie. Does this actually matter? Matters actually Gummy Bears? Now, the Game Post reached out to Bungie for comment on Tuesday, August the 15th. Following our email, the company has now confirmed via a post on its official X Twitter account that the project draws inspiration from fighting games, platformers, MOBAs, live sims, and frog-type games, wrapped up in a lighthearted comedic world. Now, one of our favorite incubation projects is a team-based action game inspired by several genres in a brand new science fantasy universe, the post reads. Now, Bungie appears to be expanding its reach into various gaming genres. While Destiny is one of the biggest looter shooter games out there, and Marathon excels in the extraction shooter realm. Okay, let me just stop right there. The game's not even out yet, so just saying, just keep that in mind. I'm not saying Marathon won't be a good game, but okay, let's just continue. The company seems to be setting its sight on the highly competitive MOBA genre. This genre boasts some of the most prominent esport titles such as League of Legends, Dota, and Smite. Let me just say this. If Bungie thinks the Destiny 2 community is toxic, which I don't know if they necessarily do, but I'm sure things definitely get blown out of proportion, right? The MOBA community, specifically League, but as a whole, I don't think Bungie's ready for that, man. I really don't. Ugh, I'm all for this. You want to make a team-based MOBA game? Bungie, do it. I'm all for it. I used to play League almost every day. But I'm just saying, you're stepping in a pile of toxic shit when you start messing with the MOBA community. And if you're part of the MOBA community and you're becoming offended by this, I ask you to search within. And also, you know how those lobbies get. Listen. I remember in the middle of League games, everybody was fighting about what fucking lane they were going. We had two guys that wanted to jungle. And you know what the match consisted of? Two guys both refusing to move, just sitting in the jungle, not even actively doing shit. They were just being little bitches about it, and no one was being the bigger man, but that's what happened. So that happened a lot. What I have to ask, guys, a lot of the complaints seems to be centered around PvP. Almost so much so that I thought Bungie was going to quit making PvP games and just go make like a, I don't know, like a single player game or a PvE only game. Bungie has announced not one, but two other new games. Both are going to be PvP games. It's bold, man. It's bold. Here's the thing, guys. I think Bungie actually took it very personally with Destiny 2's PvP. A lot of people talked a lot of shit rightfully so in some cases. People said that, hey, Bungie doesn't have it anymore. They can't make a PvP game. This isn't Bungie of old. Yeah, they may have made Halo, but they, you know, they got lucky. They can't make a good PvP game anymore. So, in my opinion, I feel like someone at Bungie took that personally. And it's why they're literally rolling out 2 PvP games right now. But listen. This was the last thing I expected. If you would have told me Bungie's next game, an extraction shooter, and a MOBA, that's nowhere on my bingo card. Did anyone in here predict that? Did anyone in here predict that we were going to be getting a MOBA from Bungie? Now, you may be wondering, what is Bungie's history with MOBAs? None. They never made one. But they do have a lot of people from Riot that are working at Bungie now. So maybe it's that team from Riot that's like, hey, let's make a MOBA. We've done it before. Let's do it now. Let's do it here. The thing is, let me ask you this. Could you get behind a first-person shooter MOBA? Yeah? You know a MOBA game that never gets talked about? And it was actually a good MOBA. I enjoyed playing it. Oh, Paragon. Y'all remember this game? Y'all remember this? Dude, I spent many hours playing that game. It was so much fun. I honestly don't know what happened to it, but Bungie could do that same thing. Like, they could do a MOBA, and I could see it. They're wanting to go for this aesthetic though, so it's going to be, I guess, it's more like fun, cartoony aesthetic. But it's probably going to be a first-person shooter, I would assume. Do we have any first-person shooter MOBAs? Smite is the closest thing you got. No, Overwatch is not really. It's not a MOBA. See, MOBA is the blend there between PvE and PvP. Mid-game, you've got a shop. You go to the shop. You buy upgrades. It's all about risk-reward play with the snowball effect. Actually, MOBA is all about the snowballs. How fast can you snowball stuff? Bungie doesn't like snowballs, so I just want you to know that. I know this because we play Gambit. They do everything they can to stop the snowball. But no, it's all about the snowball effect, and that's the skill, right? That's the skill in every MOBA. It's like, how quickly can I snowball my individual character to the point where I am completely dominating lanes, right? And then not only dominating lanes, then you go on, you get the quads and the pentakills and whatnot. Regardless, though, Bungie is making a MOBA or a MOBA-esque game, and that was the last thing that I expected them to make. But they do have a ton of developers from Riot. Let's see. And with this article posting Matter on the same page, is it confirmed, guys? Matter is, in fact, this MOBA game. The art style quite matches. Looks pretty similar color design. I know we say that, but we said the exact same thing for Marathon. So now we're just bullshitting. What are the chances that this MOBA game called Gummy Bears is going to be a mobile game as well? Because we do know that Bungie has to make a mobile game too. They have to make a mobile game. I'm just not that excited about mobile games, guys. We'll see. We'll see. It's okay if a game has like mobile access. Like if it's a game designed for consoles or PCs, but also has mobile access. But if it is being designed for mobile first, that kills it for me. Okay. I think that's enough speculation. Again, I still can't believe this is what Bungie's deving. Marathon already blew my mind. This game blows my mind even more. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Slap that like button like your mama told you right.